So the final set that we gotta look into, since I've already done my video talking about the curse set, the blessing set, it is the greed set. And I'm kind of annoyed because I need, like, why do I always need the boots? What's going on? Anyway, so the burning greed set is in full effect. I'm just double checking, see what I got. Got dark damage, I got fire damage. Can't use that because dark breakage, no, it's kind of dead limb, I'm sorry. Fire breakage, I guess Emma, yeah, I guess. This is exactly what I needed, so I'm happy about that. Helmet wise, huge. Hand wise, we'll probably take this one, and then the body, not too bad. Okay, so actually hold up, let me just see if I can, come on, give me attack, give me attack, give me attack, please. I'll take that. Oh, that's good, that is really good. Not too bad, not too bad. With the greed set, a 2 set, when the user hits a target with an attack that deals break damage, it applies the greed effect. So immediately what are we getting away from this is that breakage characters are going to be the ones that are going to be benefiting from this specific set the most. Now with that, the greed effect increases the user's critical hit rate by 1%, stacking up to 10 times. Cooldown is 1.5 seconds, and this is a permanent duration. So yeah, moving along to the 4 set now. So when you stack the greed 10 times, it becomes, or it changes to enhanced greed. So basically at this point, increases the user's and team members' critical hit rate by 10% and critical hit damage by 15%. Greed becomes unavailable after enhanced greed has been activated, duration permanent. So realistically, it's the 4 set is what we're trying to get out of it, because yeah, we will be making the most not only just for the user itself but for the teammates. So already we've got that break support play coming in effect with this gear set. By the way, just an FYI, this is the gear set that I'm mostly desiring because of the crit play that this set has. Now the 8 set is where I kind of want to be at, because when attacking enemies that have elemental weakness, the break effect increases by 30%. Not only that, enhanced greed enhances to burning greed. Burning greed increases the user's and team members' crit rate by 15% and crit hit damage by 30%. Of course, greed and enhanced greed aren't available because you've got burning greed, and the duration on this is permanent. But anyway, let's take a look at the hunters in question. Hunters, there we go. So straight off the bat, we're looking for breakage characters. Now, immediately the unit that I'm going to try and cater for at the very first is going to be Jiwoo, because as of right now, the water attribute team and like the water mono in general, with the support that Alicia is now getting, with the additional support that we can provide for her, it is going to be a little bit more hectic. In terms of the amount that she's doing now with the support of MOLLYMEILIN as well as Tusk, we can furthermore push it more in terms of the higher damage output basically through that gear set, and along with the gear set that I spoke previously with the blessing gear set being a 4 set onto MOLLYMEILIN to push more DPS to Alicia, so she becomes more of a DPS demon. But like I said, the character in question that I'm focusing first things first to get that greed set for is Jiwoo, so that way I can provide more crit damage, not only just for Jiwoo herself but also for Alicia. Now just a quick little reminder, okay, perfect. Okay, so that's another thing that I wanted to check out on is the crit. So effectively the crit rate and the crit damage is being applied for everyone on the 4 set, which I'm extremely happy about. So that way, if I want to also help out Jiwoo, because of course the crit side of her is usable, doable. It's one thing that I've praised for the longest, and it does help me out a lot in terms of piling on damage, making her my kind of like breaker sub DPS with Alicia, and then MOLLYMEILIN just comes in and supports them even further more on. So that's fantastic. So if we want to, we can also cater to that 4 set run for her. But honestly, as of right now, when it comes to needing break characters more to kind of break the enemy's bar down, this is huge, especially with the elemental weakness. So like, I would definitely cater to running an 8 set an 8 set gear if I had the gear sets available at the ready, of course. So there's that. So I mean, you've got your options. With certain characters, it'll work best if you want to do a 4 set, or even go furthermore with the 8 set if you have that elemental weakness in place to get more of a breakage, then further support more on the crit side of things for the team. And MOLLYMEILIN even supports it even furthermore on the crit rate, of course. So at least Loki is going to be eating. Junho himself can also benefit from running a full set, or even a 4 set if you still want to keep up with the breakage set. So you can then apply it onto the accessory set, the greed set, or you can run a full set to furthermore push. Because I mean, to be fair, if you have elemental weakness to where the enemy is weak to light, the explosion effect that this unit has at the end of every attack is so devastating that the breakage is so high up there. I class Yonho right now as like one of the best heavy attacking units in the damage. The White Flame Gale kick, bro, the breakage on that is insane. So if we can cater more to that through the greed set, we can do so. And again, because it's supporting the crit side of things, we've got Min, who's also helping out the DPS demon herself. So that's fantastic. That's honestly fantastic. Unfortunately, I'm a keep. I mean, look, technically speaking, yes, he can benefit from it, hands down, and you can further support more Beast into that, especially if you have Beast A1. So yes, I would say Lim is also a target for the greed set if you would like to. I would probably, the 4 set is doable. Probably keep the solid foundation so that way you can make good use of the ultimate. So you probably switch up the executioner set to put the greed set in there, and then that will furthermore support Beast also with the crit side of things, especially if you have his A1. So that's doable. Now with the remaining elements, which is what, wind. I mean, right now wind is in a good spot. I mean, could you? I mean, here's the thing: you could apply the effect on, but right now wind Loki is just really needing, in my eyes, just a better DPS. I'm just going to keep it as that. In terms of the SRs, I mean, you've got other units that can really effectively push more for the 4 set, or even the 8 set if you just want to get that extra crit damage and crit rate going on, with them just kind of providing that buff. But Nam is a unit that you can apply that on. She has good breakage power, so that's great on that part. Yeah, Jinho is also a unit that you can apply that onto. So like, there are also SR units that you can really effectively apply this onto, to be fair. Kim, I would more for keep the set as is, to be honest. I don't think I would recommend the greed set to him, to be honest. As for fire, I mean, could you apply it onto Emma? Wouldn't really effectively matter, since Choi doesn't effectively get anything from the crits, right? I'm not going crazy, am I?
Don't play with fire. Yeah,
Choi cannot deal crit hits, but his attack increased by 40%. As of right now, would I apply it onto Emma? Probably not. Probably not. Oh yeah, no, I'll probably keep it off Emma until we find out on what more we get, because we might be getting a potential DPS character in July. So as of right now, we'll keep it off Emma, but it might be an option once we find out on what's happening in July for the newest character. But that is pretty much what's happening right now with the greed set on the unit. It really is pushing furthermore for your DPS character. So again, in this instance, it really is light and water that has really benefit from it, because you can also apply it onto these 2 characters to furthermore support your main DPS with the SRs, of course, which is fantastic, giving you more options to apply it onto. But anyway, I am most looking forward to the greed set. That is the set that I'm hunting for, so I'm hoping RNG keeps blessing me and gives me the boots. But yeah, that's the greed set in a nutshell. So all in all, these new artifacts coming in, they are changing up. They are changing up the game a tad bit, giving us more options, and yeah, allowing us to do more damage. So hey, we'll take it. We'll take it.